Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the Shocker melee weapon is finally in GTA 5 Online, so let's go over how to unlock it. It is really important that you do this by literally today because after the UFOs disappear, you can no longer unlock this weapon. To get things started, you want to wait until 22 in-game time because at that time is when all of the UFOs are spawned in around the city of Los Santos. From there, all you need to do is walk directly underneath the beam of any one of those UFOs, and then you'll see it is going to put you through a really quick cutscene of you being abducted by the UFO. After that cutscene, you'll either spawn at a random area on the map in some alien UFO boxers, or you'll spawn inside of the bunker underneath Fort Zancudo. Just know the chances to spawn inside of the bunker are a 50% chance. But this is literally what it will look like once you do spawn inside the bunker. You'll be in first person, and then once you get off the table, you'll then be back in third person. From here, what I recommend doing is checking both of the tables inside this room for a crowbar on top of them. As you can see, there isn't any crowbars for me, so if there isn't any crowbars on any one of those tables, what I recommend doing is going out of this room and then entering this room over here to my left. Inside of this room, there should be a crowbar, so once you do find it, walk up to it and then pick it up. Once you do pick up the crowbar, what you then need to do is walk up to this crate box and then click right D-pad to open it. After you open the crate, you'll see that you now have unlocked the Shocker melee weapon. And if you already unlocked this weapon, you'll just get $25,000 once you pick up this package. But yeah, that is how you unlock the Shocker melee weapon. Let's now get into how to exit this bunker. So to leave the bunker successfully, all we need to do is do a really easy puzzle. As you can see, here are all of the different switches at the very end of the hallway, and all we need to do is switch all of those switches in the correct order. To do this, go over to the very first room that we were inside of, and as you can see, there is a logo at the very top of the entrance. From there, go inside the room and then count how many of those logos are on the TV. As you can see, I only have one. From here, go over to this room on the right and you can see there is a logo once again on top of the entrance of the doors. So from there, count how many of those logos are inside of this room. As you can see, for me, there is only 2 inside of this room. From there, go over to the room across this one, go ahead and look at the logo on top of the door entrance, and then once again, count how many of those logos are inside of this room. As you can see, I counted 4 of those logos inside this room. And then the very last room. Once again, look at the logo on top of the door entrance and then count how many of those logos are inside of that room, which inside of this room, there is only 3 logos. So after you counted all of the logos in each room, it is really easy from here. All we need to do is walk up to all of these switches, and whichever one of the logos had only 1, you switch first, whichever one had 2, you switch second, whichever one had 3, you switch third, and whichever one had 4, you switch fourth. So it's pretty simple, but you just need to make sure that you count the correct amount of logos in each room. That way you do it in the correct order because it is different for everyone. Anyway, once you did it in the correct order, they will all show green and then you'll hear a really quick beep. After that beep, the elevator door should open. From here, whenever you are ready, go inside the elevator and then click right D-pad. And just like that, you'll now be exiting the bunker underneath Fort Zancudo. You'll also see that once you go inside of your weapon wheel that you now have the Shocker melee weapon now unlocked. This weapon is pretty cool. It is basically like a stun gun, but as a melee weapon. So every time you hit somebody, it will basically shock them just like a stun gun. The only downside is you can't constantly shock someone though. You can see at the top right, there is a cooldown timer. So you can shock someone basically like every 10 seconds, just like the stun gun. It also does have some pretty cool lightsaber sounding sound effects whenever you do swing it. But yeah, that is now going to be the end of today's video. You now know how to unlock the new Shocker melee weapon in GTA 5 Online and also how to get abducted by an alien UFO. If you went on to enjoy today's video or if it helped you out in any way, please do me a favor in return by dropping a like on the video before you click off. But until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.